Land Raider, we have my foremost captain with the Thunderhammer and a 5-man tactical squad backing him up. Rhino here has a 10-man tac squad with melter bomb, it's got Power Fist on the champion and melter gun and multi-melter. Ironclad Dreadnought, Hurricane Bolter, Heavy Flamer, Seismic Hammer and 200 killer missiles. 2 Venerables in the middle, Assault Cannon and Plasma Cannon with a Storm Bolter on the Plasma and Heavy Flamer on the Assault. With a Moritat in the middle, who's my second captain, bit of a lone wolf. Combat squad with a missile launcher over there by the building, and the other half of that combat squad is in the accompanying Razorback with assault cannons, and then some Devastators up here in the building.
Cool. And in reserve?
In reserve we have the Ironclad and his drop pod.
Cool. No bikes this week? No bikes? So in this Rhino here, there's a 10-man Crusader squad with bolt pistols, close combat weapons. They've got a melter gun, Sergeant's got power sword and melter bombs. The Rhino's got extra armour and a hunter killer missile. This one here, another 10-man Crusader squad. Sergeant's got a power axe and melter bombs. They've got a plasma gun and a heavy bolter. We've got a 5-man Crusader squad with las cannon. A 5-man Devastator squad with 4 missile launchers. We've got a Thunderfire cannon and Tech Priest. And in reserve, we've got a drop pod with a chaplain with power fist and plasma pistol. There's company champion, a grav pistol, apothecary, and they're also joined by my chapter master, represented by Angron here. He's got Shield Eternal and a Thunderhammer. Then we've got another drop pod with a 7-man Stern Guard unit with 2 plasma guns and a power fist. I think that's all they've got. We've got 5 Terminators with Cyclone Missile Launcher and Chain Fist. And we've got a 5-man Crusader squad with plasma gun in the drop pod there. Stern Guard's drop pod has got a locator beacon. And this drop pod has got the... Okay, so here we are at the top of turn 1. So the Rhino and the Ironclad blazed away at my Rhino here, blew it up, and the explosion killed 4 of the guys inside. The heavy bolters and plasma cannons from here took out 2 of the guys from my tactical squad, and the Ironclad landed and blew away 3 of my Devastators with their heavy flame. Bottom of turn 1, my Crusader squad just moved into cover. The Rhino moved up and fired some shots off at Todd's Rhino, but didn't do any damage with the guys inside. The Crusader squad here popped a las cannon shot into the back of the Ironclad and blew up its Seismic Hammer and Heavy Flamer. These guys regrouped and just moved up, fired a snapshot but didn't penetrate. And my Stern Guard and Command Squad landed and have advanced up into cover, and the Stern Guard blazed away at the Dreadnought which was there and blew it up. So that's me. Now we're heading into Todd's turn 2. Top of turn 2. The Moritat moved forward and blazed away at the squad here, killed 2 of them. These guys fired at the Rhino, destroyed its weapon, so it's lost a hull point as well. And the Ironclad moved up and killed the Thunderhammer guy, the Thunderfire cannon. Over here, everyone piled out of their transports to take on my big blob of guys in the middle. The Stern Guard lost a few to shooting fire, and they're now locked in combat with the Dreadnought. And the Command Squad lost a lot of models to shooting, but they're now locked in combat with Todd's Command Squad. And we're rolling into bottom of turn 2. So Todd's Tactical Squad came up, pretty much wiped out my Crusader squad, but one's left in combat. The Ironclad charged the immobilised Rhino and blew it up. In the centre, the firepower from the Land Raider and the Devastator squad took out my Chapter Master and his Command Squad. And then the Dreadnought killed my Stern Guard in close combat. I also lost the key 2 members of my Terminator squad to some shots, which has left me in a fairly bad position. So bottom of turn 3, Tactical Squad wiped out the one guy they were fighting. My Tactical Squad here blazed away at the Captain and killed him. The guy fighting the drop pod continued his ineptitude and did nothing. Over here, and a display of ineptitude which sort of stands for this game really. My 3 Terminators shot at the tactical squad in the building, did no wounds. They rolled really low on their move as well, so they needed quite a high charge. They managed to get their charge in, but Todd going first, 5 attacks, 5 hits, 5 wounds, and I failed 4 saves. So Terminators died before they could do anything. But my chaplain did manage to get into contact with the Dreadnought and take a whole point off it. So here we are at the end of Todd's turn 3. And at this point, the end of Todd's turn 4. And at this point, we're calling it because I've only got 2 drop pods and 1 guy who's left on the table, and my drop pod's in reserve. So unfortunately, it's just one of those games where a couple of key turns of bad rolls really swung everything. It was close at one point, but dried off. So cheers, guys.